Hello, this is Limitless333 on Discord, known as Strategic Gamer, back for round 5 of the first Legends of Runeterra seasonal tournament. Currently sitting at 3-1, and looks like the round will start here in a minute or two. And here we go. We are up against Tasnik. Alright, so we're playing against an aggro lineup. Let's see if this is just standard discard. Yeah, it looks like it, just standard discard. Alright, so the pirate deck has a Captain Farron in it. 3 Make It Rain. Make It Rain's not particularly good against any of my decks. Probably gonna go for banning this spider deck. It's kind of like Fearsome. My Go Hard deck is pretty weak to Fearsome. I feel pretty good against both of the other burn decks. This is on 3 Decimate. This is on 3 Decimate. So those 2 decks are on 3 Decimates. So they're both basically burn decks. It has Darius at the top end. There's a Farron at the top end. Kind of like that this is 3 Make It Rain. I feel like Make It Rain's pretty weak against my lineup. I have basically nothing that it hits. This has 2 Biggest Fan. It's kind of nice. 9 1-drops. And 9 1-drops. Anyway, really, the decision comes down to how Spiders is bad against Fearsome, and it's not really bad against the other 2 decks. Here, the Sentry and the Vile Feast token are good versus Discard and Pirates, but not good against Fearsomes. So it's pretty easy here to ban the Fearsome deck. So let's look at the decks that I'm not banning and note the tech options. There are no tech options in this list. This is straight standard. Nothing noteworthy there. And with Pirates, we have One Brothers Bond. And we have one Farron. And I'm going to note that there's only two Jack instead of three. So if I killed two, I'll know there's not a third. But ideally, we'll just run Pirates out of cards. Discard, you don't always run out of cards because they draw Experimenters and Jinx. But oftentimes they just can't get in enough damage. But Pirates are given enough cards, will get in enough damage. Those are the key things to be aware of in the matchups. It'll be kind of rough fighting against Jinx, Raven, Teemo if they draw the one Teemo on turn 1. There's not a lot you can do to control that. Doesn't really matter which one I play. I think I'll gamble with Field of Rush first. So here we're looking for Ancient Yetis, Avalanche. What? Two Tryndamere is not what we're looking for. Hopefully we can get past the early game.
Is he here yet? Oh man. This is awesome!
Here we're going to try to set up an Avalanche. Keep passing. On 3 if we don't have an Avalanche. Tavern Keeper.
Yeah, I'm out of play.
What will you have?
Still saving us to deal 3 damage.
Raven, I love you!
Me too, kiddo. Me too.
So we don't want to just attack into his board. Gotta be a little bit careful. So just block. Just add one to it. Now I can't play crowd favorite for a lot of value.
Raven out?
Here I can't block the elusive.
How about another round?
My opponent wants to trade here, I'm okay with that. Can't vision. Could rummage maybe. This is very scary. If I need that vision, I'm in big trouble. Like, this doesn't really help. Like, no vision. That actually helps a lot.
You can see the Demacian border from here.
Just you and me, Fishbones. And them.
Question's gonna be, do I Sejuani to kill the villain or not?
Fishbones! We're doing it!
Opponent's gonna have 3 cards.
Now it's a party!
I'm gonna Sejuani. I don't really think there's a lot that deck can do.
Pain is nothing. Stand and fight.
Let's take this outside.
Again, I'm attacking with all these guys because I can't block the elusives. And I'm really worried about vision. I'd rather him just trade off his guys. Not to mention that if they can dump their hand, we have the problem where we die to... I think we have another Jinx here.
The sun's out, the crowd's ready. Let's reckon! The finest battlecaster in Nazis steps up!
Prove your worth.
Probably need to Vengeance one of these 2 ones. We'll go to 7. I don't think just setting up a Runeterra makes very much sense.
Someone get him up!
Now, it's very possible we just get burned out here.
The answer is here somewhere. What science without a little risk?
The plan here is to play Fury of the North into Atrocity. There's not a lot the opponent can do about it. If I go for Trendemir, the opponent can kill the Sejuani.
Bring me chaos. Ride onward.
How easy on the hands, they're new.
That didn't do nothing!
Goal is to win off Atrocity. My Tavern Keeper the Sejuani. I don't think there's any combination of cards that I can have.
Come on in.
Time for the moneymakers.
I stand for Noxus.
I gotta work with this joker?
Glory!
I mean, I'm gonna formality block.
I've got meat bigger than you.
I refuse!
There we have it.
Come back, Nick.
Now we just have to get through one game with Draven Israel. Should be doable. We'll see. Here again, just looking for removal. Mystic shots, thermogenic beams, static shock, tri-beams. Culling strikes even okay. Mystic shot's great. Ezreal is okay. I'm gonna keep the Ezreal just so that I have a blocker. If I didn't have the attack token on 3, I would not keep Ezreal. But we'll see. Might not be able to wait that long.
Time for the main event!
The sun's out, the crowd's ready. Let's rock it!
How Spider direct counters this. Can't even attack now. Here it's not actually worth playing the Ezreal. I want to be careful about
The party has arrived.
bad tempo.
It's Draven, the glorious executioner.
It's a little inefficient, but it's even a Mystic shot.
Got an axe with your name on it.
Now we'll just Mystic shot him. Okay.
I salute you. The heart's as big as his biceps. It's the seed.
So what will ultimately stop the most damage? I think my best play is to hit here If I don't hit here, the problem I'm going to run into is that all three of those guys get pumped. And my 1/1s are actually causing trouble here.
Boys!
Noxian strength!
So next turn I will have 5, 6, 7 mana.
I thought you'd never ask.
So I'm
Nothing like the great outdoors. Vandal Scout never.
now we'll just beam him. I think he plays Jinx. Right, that wasn't a Jinx. So we'll beam. Now this could be an experimenter. The way he's played, I think it is an experimenter.
I salute you!
Ah.
Yeah, I'm out of play.
Alright, it's not worth losing Ezreal. Unfortunately. Because I have these tri-beams. Plus I don't have any way to spin all my mana. So here I can make 2 3-drops. I have 10 mana. So I want to go 4/4 and then spend the Mystic Shot.
I'm on the verge of something.
That's unfortunate.
What science without a little risk? I am ready.
This was not a good create. It might be able to do something beneficial, but it's unlikely. My opponent having a large hand here is a disaster.
My gun does the talking.
He's just gonna take it here. Really needed that Mystic Shot there. Yeah, I'm just gonna simp away this Rummage Tail. I'm reading everything about vision too.
Awesome!
Yeah, here comes the vision. I guess vision's not that disastrous. I'll be at 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. Probably be 7. I don't have to do this. I could gain 2 additional life to go to 6. Yeah, I can't really think of a good reason not to go to 6, so I'm gonna block like this. My opponent has jail cards. If I'm able to deal with the board, I'm in. Alright, so here I can actually play the Sentry, because I'm not going to have any mana to play it later. And our goal here is to attempt to win with Farron. A copy of Farron.
We're doing it!
Alright, so the opponent here has to... so the only thing he's being forced to block with is the elusive here. So the elusive will have to block. So the elusive has to block there. He doesn't have to block there. I'm just gonna attack like this.
You're starting to bore me.
Stay away from that switch! So many questions!
Back soon.
Alright, so now we're just gonna hope Decimate's enough.
Now it's a party. No, it's here somewhere. Smile! It's called gunplay.
Well, we'll just see if the Decimates get there. So it has to kill us right now.
Bye-bye.
And then the block for 2 additional health early gives us 2 health. Right. That's 2 health, 1 negative. It's important to remember when you're up against Jinx Draven, every point of health matters. In round 5, went 2-0. Alright, so the final tournament results went 4-1. Only lost round 4 to Cosmic, and Cosmic had a good lineup. So one more time, I'm just going to briefly show everybody the list that I played today. And if you want the deck codes, feel free to message Strategic Gamer on Discord. I'm on the official Discord, and I'm on the Discord, the Reddit Discord for Legends of Runeterra. So this is my Draven Israel deck. The key differences about my deck: I'm running 2 Culling Strike in it. I'm running 1 Guillotine and 1 Scorched Earth. I'm running only 2 Chump One, only 2 Static Shock. I'm running 1 Progress Day. I feel the Rush list has many differences. I'm running 3 Sentry. A lot of people I see running only 2 Sentry. I'm running 3 Sejuani over Trundle because I'm running Ancient Yetis. Ancient Yeti is a 5/5, which means he trades with Gangplank primarily, but he trades with other 5/5s as well, whereas Trundle doesn't trade with 5/5s any longer after the nerf. So I'm running Sejuani. And I'm running Voices of the Old Ones in this list. This is a tournament decision. I wanted to be able to play this and win the mirror. So if you play Voices of the Old Ones and your opponent's playing Weirding Stone, you'll have a 2 ramp card and they'll have a 1 ramp card, and that gives you a significant advantage in the mirror. The mirror is often decided by who plays Ladros or Feel the Rush first. And so I went with this tech choice. My Go Hard deck, the primary difference is I'm running Cursed Keepers. And I'm running Cursed Keepers to be anti-Withering Wail tech, anti-Ruination tech. It's a good card to sacrifice with Fortune Croaker or Glimpse. And it gives you a unit that has 3 power, so it can block fearsome units, which means against other Go Hard decks you can block Elise primarily, and then against the aggro decks you can block Precious Pets, or Callista in the rare event that you're up against They Who Endures and a fearsome deck lineup, or a Nightfall plus a fearsome deck lineup. You just have multiple units that can, you have this 4/3 that can block multiple fearsome units frequently. The other difference is I'm running 1 Atrocity and 1 Ladros and 1 Ruination. I see a lot of lists that run 2 Ladros or 2 Ruination or 2 Ladros and 2 Ruination. I go with 1 Ladros and 1 Atrocity and 1 Ruination because when your Go Hard plan works, frequently Atrocity can get through the last points of damage anyway, and that's useful in those scenarios. And I find Ladros to primarily only be useful against decks that have significant healing or stall elements, where the Go Hard plan isn't going to work. And so I go with 1 Ladros just to tech against that. And I play 1 Ruination as tech against mid-range decks. So I play 1 of each of these and rely on the massive amount of draw that Go Hard inherently has to try to draw them when they're needed. Anyway, this has been Limitless 333 on Discord, known as Strategic Gamers' first Legends of Runeterra seasonal tournament. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a lot. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me on Discord, either on the Reddit Discord or the official Discord. Thanks.